Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hilda Tira. I will explain the material about the passive voice. Passive voice is a form of sentence where the subject of the sentence takes action, not takes action. In general, written sentence patterns are divided into two types, namely active sentence and passive sentence. These two sentences, when applied, can have the same meaning. Only in academic writing, passive sentences are more often used. Usually, in academic writing, the object becomes the main focus of discussion compared to the other. Unlike the active voice that focuses on the order of action, this form is more focused on the part or object that receives the result of that action. Passive sentence structure. Passive sentence structure, that is recipient, verb be, past participle, and agent. Recipient in the passive sentence serves as the subject. This recipient is a noun. It can be an object, person, animal, or idea, which is subject to treatment. Specifically, this recipient did nothing, just received treatment. Verb and past participle is a verb that forms a passive sentence. This verb uses the be and the past participle. The verb depends on the type of tense applied. The following is an example of forming a passive verb. For the verb write, can be seen in the following table. Agent in this sentence is the actor or who does a job. The position of the offender in the passive voice is behind, or not even include, if stated the agent previously added by. Example of sentence. Active, my father built this house. Passive, this house was built by my father. Agent can be omitted, so the sentence becomes, this house was built. Use the passive voice. The fundamental difference between the use of active and passive voice is the level of delivery. Active voice is considered more direct and commonly used, whereas for the passive voice it is usually done in two conditions. 1. If you want the writing convey is more objective, so that the writing doesn't look like an opinion. 2. When writing who wants to focus more on recipes. Passive voice function. Passive voice is used to show interest in a person or object that is subjected to an action and not a person or object performing the action. So the most important thing will be the subject sentence. For the example, so the explanation regarding the passive voice material. I hope it can be useful. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.